Hi, welcome to Saturday. Today is a little unusual for a Saturday because we are actually not, it's not that we're not doing game night, but we're not recording for game night. There's a few folks out of town. We also have a good bit of stuff already, and I'm still, even though I've freed up some space, I still have a lot of like data migration to do to put things in that new space, if that makes any sense. So I've got other projects to work on. So I was like, listen, we're just not going to record tonight. We don't need to. So it's a little weird. So there will just be people chatting tonight, and I do have some other stuff to take care of. So I'll probably get on at some point, but I probably won't be on right when we normally start, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. Right now, though, we're working on dinner, and I thought it was appropriate to make sure I show this because I think last time we made it, like a week or two ago, we never showed it. But these are meatballs, and things are going to be a little different this time because we were doing the meatballs with beef, and there was a pack of meat on sale at the grocery store today that was both beef and pork together.
Yeah, it was made for meatloaf.
It's made for meatloaf, and we were like,
"This is on sale. Why not?"
Yeah, well, it certainly isn't going to hurt anything. So it's both beef and pork meatballs. So that'll be interesting to see how that affects the flavor. But this is the last time we made these. It was so stinking good. Really, really loved it. But there's obviously meat and breadcrumbs, all sorts of seasonings. Oregano, Italian, liquid smoke, crushed red pepper flakes, onions, and
it's supposed to be cheese.
And we've started to use San Marzano tomatoes
tomato sauce
when we're doing the tomato sauces, and it's really incredible the difference that makes because I'm the type of person that would not be easily persuaded to spend an additional bit of money on nicer tomatoes. And it's actually noticeable, and it's actually very, very good. So we've started to do that, and I highly recommend it. I highly recommend trying it. And the good news is there's a lot of different types, and we've been buying, we've actually tried...
You mean brands?
Yeah, they're all San Marzano tomatoes, but there's a bunch of different brands, and we've been trying some of them out. And there are some that are like more expensive than others. But like, I'm not convinced you need the expensive ones. You can probably get the cheaper ones. Just the fact that they're San Marzanos has actually made a pretty big...
You just have to make sure they're certified.
I mean, buy whatever tastes good is what I suggest. But, you know, whenever you're doing this sort of thing, making a sauce or whatever, if you normally just go for the cheapest thing ever, which is what we did for our entire lives, this is one area where I can at least verify, like, okay, there is a difference. On basically every other food, I don't feel like there is. I'm not someone who's going to spend the extra money on something that is nicer or artisan or some other bullcrap term that they put on the label. But if you haven't tried the San Marzano tomatoes, I'm going to have to do a personal recommendation for that because there's a flavor difference and it's really, really, really good. So we'll get these cooked up, and
good.
Yeah, it's already smelling good, and it's not even cooked yet. And do the sauce, and man, dinner's gonna be great. Kepler's always judging until it's dinner time, when he usually sits in my lap. Of course, he's not this time, so I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's making a round, and then he'll be over here to sit in my lap during dinner. So there's the meatballs. Pretty excited about this. We also have little side salads. Mouse got Caesar. I'm still at least half avoiding dairy and cream and things of that nature. I'm not always doing the best job, but that's mostly because I forget about like things. Like I forget that dairy is in a thing, but I would say I've probably put forth enough effort to have eliminated 80% of what I would have normally eaten anyway. It counts for something. Anyway, we've also got some bread. There's some bread that had like some sun-dried tomatoes in it, which sounded appropriate for the meal. I'm super curious about these meatballs, particularly because they also contain pork. Mm-hmm. Mal said when she was rolling them that they kept their form easier.
Yeah, a lot easier.
Because on the beef ones they like fell apart a little bit, yeah. And the pork kind of helped them stick. That's really good. That's really good. I don't know if I could say for certain if I like the beef only ones better or not, but it's still really good. And the sauce is fantastic. Good job, Mal. It was excellent. It was very, very good. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'd highly encourage you guys to try this recipe. I will try and remember to include it in the description or a comment or something down there so you can make it for yourself. After dinner, I've got to get back to work. I probably won't be participating in game night or talk night or whatever we're going to call it, just because I do have some other things to do, but I got to get them done. And I got to make sure I get them done before I go to sleep. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?